primetime speaking venue at the Republican convention. That would be significant. I assume you agree.
I think so. I think that I would probably take care of the opportunity if I could give my speech.
All right, so after a 50-day, I think almost precisely a 50-day hiatus, which is nearly, a bit over a month and a half, Ron Paul has finally re-emerged into the mainstream media. And in fact, that's actually a re-emergence into any form of media. I mean, he was in fact giving his Texas straight shooter talks, and he presented that one rather suspect video 3 days ago, and gave a few speeches which were very suspect. But I think Ron Paul, and I'm actually quite happy about this even though I'm not expressing it, is in fact free now. He's no longer compromised. Whatever threat he faced has now been relieved. Why do I suspect this? Well, the channel just recently put up 3 uploads from the making of this video, which are very very telling of a genuine autonomous Ron Paul, showing up live on CNN supposedly, and getting back into congressional meetings and getting involved there, and what's the other one? And I think they put up another one of his ads, which was all about trying to actually win the election, and had the slogan drain the swamp of the bad politicians. Now, I'm actually quite interested in what else he will be producing. He's no stranger to the media, in an uncompromised state. I'm interested in what Rand will be saying. I'm also interested in where certain people, which I think would have been guilty, are, like Bernanke and things like that. I think we're about to start seeing some pretty interesting things happening. The simple fact of the matter is that if this is a ploy, it's working on me, because I'm actually just very happy to see Ron Paul back in the limelight here. Now, I also suspect that perhaps what tripped them off was a lot of this heat that they were getting over the Rand endorsement, and also over the lawyers coming forward. People are so afraid of lawyers actually doing their job, so what am I trying to say? The thing is that what really kind of gives me this feeling that he in fact is no longer compromised, and because he has the wear and tear, I feel, of having been in a very depressed state for the period of what I consider to be over a month, so a month and a half. So what I'd like to show you now is something he says at the end of the interview with Wolf, in which he emphasizes the word "my," and almost like he's sort of plugging this tongue-in-cheek comment. And I'm actually thinking, when he's making a distinction, he says I'd like to give my speech, and he smiles and he's happy about what he's saying. The fact that he's making a distinction with the word "my," I think he's actually if he was making a distinction with Romney's speech, then or one of the other candidates' speech, he would not have needed the emphasis on "my" to give my speech. But because he emphasized "my," I'm actually wondering whether or not he's actually distinguishing between a speech that he would have given had he been in a compromised state. So something tells me that when he's distinguishing the word "my," he's saying, I'm excited. I would be excited to give my speech, like as in it's coming from me. So I'm going to go ahead and play that a few times for you.
Primetime speaking venue at the Republican convention, that would be significant. I assume you agree.
I think so. I think that I would probably take care of the opportunity if I could give my speech.
A primetime speaking venue at the Republican convention, that would be significant. I assume you agree.
I think so. I think that I would probably take care of the opportunity if I could give my speech.
A